Okay, let's do this unboxing. La Primogenita. Okay, 1941 East Africa campaign. This is from Legion. It just came out. I just got it. I really like Africa games, so I had to get this one. So there's the picture of the map, the counters. I remember somebody on Consim World commented that the graphics on the counters were attractive in the sense that they would pop on this kind of muted map, and I agree. I think that's a great thing. So, game scale, these are battalions and brigades. It's 10 miles per hex, 8 days per turn. They say 5 to 6 hours playing time. We'll see how that goes. That does hint at, see this, it says medium complexity. Also, there's this one map. The rulebook doesn't look huge, right? And we're looking at 0.6-inch game counters, 176, so it's not an overwhelming game by any stretch. It's not really a monster at all, of course. Multiple player aid charts, cool. All right, and Kim Kanger is the game design, developer, graphics, map graphics, etc. So here, we're going to open this guy up, and let's check it out. I love the cover. It has kind of a propaganda feel to it, right? Just so you'd note, there's a pretty good blurb on the back of this, right? It talks about this name, what it's really linked to. This is in East Africa. It's close to Italy's heart, and it was nicknamed La Colonia Primogenita, the firstborn colony. And so apparently Italy wanted to expand from this region, and it did conquer Ethiopia to add it to its possessions. But then in World War II, you have a reaction from various Allied forces once Italy joined the Axis. And so this is the battle that ensues from that. Yeah, very cool cover. I'm not like an Italian nationalist or anything like that. I love Italy, by the way, but that's probably because I'm Catholic, right? Love Rome. All right, your standard, let's see, D6 right there. And a little bag of bags. Cool. Little advert for Den Bien Phu, and Heart of Darkness. I mean, I actually love Africa games, so of all sorts, right? And here, African exploration. So this is hearkening to an age-old Avalon Hill game. The exploration of Africa with, remember the little crayons, and you could search empty hexes. I think I might need to get Heart of Darkness. Pretty cool. Meanwhile, also read that text. Very good book. All right. It's got, I mean, one of the most famous baptism scenes, I think, in modern literature there. All right, so here's our rules. Okay, got some nice color, simple graphics, say. Okay, and right here and there, looks like certain special cases are analyzed. Not a lot of map graphics or anything. Orders, oh, interesting. The game relies on some order principles. Whole range of chits that look like they're linked with options you have for performing various actions by the units. I'm going to randomly pick one. Boom. So example, dig, a minor order. Place an Italian trench marker on any Italian unit or stack. If no trench marker remains on your order sheet, take an Italian trench from the map, place it on its new position. Return a trench to your order sheet at the end of the order if no unit is stacked with it. Pretty cool. So, in a way, it reminds me of maybe a simplified card-driven game. But here we got chits that are doing the work for us. All right, basic information. Yeah, how you set up is nice. See, it's listed on the map there. Yeah, again, the unit colors are pretty cool in terms of how they might pop on the map. So look at that. All right, so here's our counter sheet. Oh, very cool. You'll note that these are cut really nicely. These are going to pop out pretty easily. One of them did fold out a little bit when I was picking up the sheet. And so, pretty nice. I like how the graphics are, you know, not intense and filled with tons of info. This looks pretty traditional for Hex Encounter Wargaming. Okay, anything special to watch out for? Oh, you see some units with a back, others without. See, so, see, so you have, see the brigades have a reverse side, right? These are all artillery. Yep, so no reverse side. All right. Let's check out the map, which is always kind of cool in terms of Africa games. You know, in the North African, deserts, I find a lot of map variety that I think is intriguing. Here we're in Southeast Africa, so pretty cool. Yeah, will they pop pretty well? Of course, check it out. There they are on top of the map, right? So lots of info tracks here. Okay, an order track up here. You can see you can keep track of what's happening. You got some off-map zones. Here's a phase track. All right, game turn track. So I see 10 turns. So the game is running from January 20th to the 27th. All right, through this week here, April 2nd through 9th. Another off-map zone. Combination orders. Interesting. All right, so you have some resolution issues here, right? Bombardment. Pretty simple combat table. All right, up here, yeah, allied combination orders. Victory point track. So, pretty cool. All right, Legion does a good job with graphics. All right, paper map, no big deal. Since I'll put it in probably a poster frame. Maybe under plexi occasionally, but I like poster frames best. It's very solid map. It doesn't feel like it'll lose integrity much on the folds. It's pretty nice thickness to that paper. So, we got all right, so a bifold, just the front. So we have an Italian player aid, all right, so it's the orders. Then we have a similar aid, a bifold, that's allied orders. Very nice. Cool. So we have an orders sheet, so everything looks like it gets organized here. So you can keep everything neat and maybe reachable. Keep all your actions on your mind in a sense. Right now. So what's this down here? Unsure. Looks like a remnant unit flipped to its gray band side. So you got this so victory point losses here. So the remnants, main orders. Okay, looks like you got some, I don't know anything here. It's about what's going on in the game, but you have some control information maybe there. And what's this? Let's see. Oh, cool. Just a blue sheet. So nothing else in the box. So let's put all this back in. These are pretty hefty, almost like not quite a thick poster board, but they have a feel like a poster board. Nice that their crease is actually, again, see, it's one of these little raised creases, right? So it doesn't look like it would, fall apart and disintegrate so much. Cub, cool. So nice little game. Pretty obscure topic, but kind of something, right, that I enjoy. So, and I see this, and they were smart, right? They said, hey, here's somebody buying an Africa game, so let's put in the Heart of Darkness also. They might win me I'll have to go check reviews on that. Yeah, I just really like Africa games. Well, for the war mainly, but yeah, the exploration games are pretty cool. You know, Reiner Knizia did an Africa game, and it was awful. It was probably one of his, I don't know, maybe he just needed to be in that space, but his heart didn't seem to be in it. It was just sort of too simplistic, and yeah, it didn't have sort of the pop and the truth of the adventure that was meant to be on display there, like the old AH game, where you got, you know, just this whole open continent, and hey, let's go in there and see what's everything all about. And that thing has the adventure like a role-playing game does, right? So think of it as a hex crawl, probably one of the first hex crawls of its sort. But here you have it. Yep, La Primogenita. All right, 1941 East Africa campaign. Very cool. I think I might get this guy ready to play. Look at the propaganda poster. Ritorneremo. Ritorneremo? I apologize. What could that mean? Somebody could offer insights, I hope. Anyway, thanks everybody, and peace to you all.